Kansas City, 1988. A naked man wearing a dog collar crashes through a second-story window and hits the pavement running. He's bleeding, he's terrified, and he's escaping something so horrific, police would later call it one of the darkest crime scenes in American history. Today, we open the door they should have never gone through. This is Tales of the Twisted Shorts, true stories of the strange, weird, bizarre, and eerie. April 2nd, 1988, the day before Easter Sunday. Inside a quiet home in Hyde Park, Kansas City, a nightmare lived behind a soft white door that looked completely ordinary until a man exploded out of its upstairs window. Naked, shaking, bleeding, wearing a metal dog collar, he collapsed onto a neighbor's porch and begged for help. When police broke inside the house on Charlotte Street, they didn't find a crime scene. They found a chamber built for suffering, a torture dungeon designed by a man the world barely knew, but would never forget. Robert Andrew Berdella. What officers recovered still haunts Kansas City. Over 200 Polaroids of torture and death, meticulous torture logs timed to the minute, a ritual robe, a human skull, surgical tools and injection equipment, electrical shock devices, ropes, needles, chemicals, and evidence of dismemberment in the bathtub. Outside, in the backyard, they dug up bone fragments and another head. The victims were young men living on the margins. Many barely remembered, but Berdella documented everything. Before his arrest, Berdella was the quiet neighbor, the helpful community guy. He's also an oddball who ran Bob's Bazaar, a stall that sold strange relics, occult books, medical instruments, and bones. And during Kansas City's Final Four weekend, he put 4 skulls in the shop window with a sign that read, "The Final Four." People smiled. They thought it was a joke. No one realized the skulls in his life weren't props. Between 1984 and 1988, Berdella abducted at least 6 men, holding them captive for days or even weeks. His torture methods were clinical, sadistic, and calculated. Bleach in the eyes, drain cleaner injected into vocal cords, electric shocks, needles hammered beneath fingernails, ice water bath, sedation with animal tranquilizers, and in one case, eyes removed just to see the result. He killed through shock, overdose, or blood loss. Then he dismembered the bodies and threw the pieces away in the regular trash. Kansas City had been collecting the evidence of murder for years and didn't know it. Despite the sheer horror in the house, Berdella was initially charged with only sodomy, felonious restraint, and assault. But the confessions came later. 6 murders, dozens of crimes, and a lifetime of darkness. He claimed the film The Collector inspired his fantasies and insisted he wasn't a monster, just a neighbor who reached a breaking point. In 1992, Berdella died in prison of a heart attack while complaining that guards had denied him heart medication. Some say poison, some say karma. No official investigation was ever conducted. Today, Bob's Bazaar is gone. No plaque, no marker. But ask anyone in Kansas City who remembers 1988, and they can still point to where the darkness once lived. If this twisted short kept you listening, make sure you follow Tales of the Twisted. Every week, we explore real stories that prove the darkest monsters are the ones who walk among us. Follow the show, rate it, and share it with someone who loves the strange, the weird, the bizarre, and the eerie. And if you're ready for another nightmare, the next episode is waiting for you in the shadows.